Hello, I am Pramod Kumar. Today we will study English, class 12, Bihar board. Our book is Rainbow Part 2. Our chapter is I Have a Dream, written by Martin Luther King Jr. First of all, who was Martin Luther King Jr.? He was a Baptist minister and a civil rights activist. He was very much influenced by Gandhi's non-violence and civil disobedience. In 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Prize at a very young age of 35 years. At that time, he was the youngest to receive that Nobel Prize. And that Nobel Prize he was awarded for his efforts to end segregation and racial discrimination. He was awarded for these things, for ending, through the means of civil disobedience and non-violence. In this chapter, I Have a Dream. This is the speech Martin Luther King Jr. delivered on 28th of August 1963. 1963. Where did he deliver this? Lincoln Memorial, Abraham Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Right? What is his dream? His dream is to see Alabama, state of the US, as a developed state, free of racial discrimination, racial distinction between the whites and the blacks. So why this 1963 is important? On 1st of January 1863, Abraham Lincoln, the US President, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Abraham Lincoln, the US President, signed the Emancipation Proclamation on 1/1/1863. And this lecture we are referring to, Martin Luther King Jr., is after 100 years of that, 1963. So as per the Emancipation Proclamation, what happened? What happened? All persons held as slave shall be free. All persons held as slave shall be free. So it provided freedom to the slaves. This Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. Now we are coming back to 1963, when Martin Luther King Jr. is giving this speech. He says, when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, it gave tremendous hope to millions of Negro slaves. It gave hope, tremendous hope, to millions of Negro slaves who had suffered terrific level of injustice over a very long period of time. बहुत लंबे समय तक उन्होंने अन्याय झेला था. But 100 years later, tragic fact is that Negro is not free. Martin Luther Jr. King says, Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863. but even after 100 years, 1963, Negro is not free. He says, today Negro is crippled by the manacles of segregation and chains of discrimination. उनको अलग से ट्रीट किया जाता है, सेग्रीगेशन एंड चेन्स ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के चेन में, जंजीरों में वो अभी भी जकड़े हुए हैं. Then he says, Negro lives on a lonely island and that island is of poverty. गरीबी के आइसलैंड पे रहते हैं. In the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. सपोज ये यूएसए है, तो यहाँ पे छोटा सा आइसलैंड है जहाँ पे एक गरीबी में रहते हैं निग्रोस, और ये पूरा जो है, ये पूरा भौतिक सुख सुविधाओं से भरा हुआ है, लेकिन यहाँ पे नहीं है. राइट? Later on he says, Negroes have been languishing in the corners of American society. अमेरिकन समाज के कोने में वो कहीं पे सिमटे पड़े हैं. लैंग्विशिंग, लैंग्विशिंग मतलब या तो उसी स्टेट में रहें या और डिटेरियरेट हो, उनका स्तर खराब हो, लेवल खराब हो, ना कि इम्प्रूव हो. Negroes have been languishing in the corners of American society. Negro finds himself in exile. निग्रो जो है अपने आप को ऐसा लगता है कि देश निकाले की स्थिति में हो, एग्जाइल में हो, जबकि वो अपने देश में खुद है, अपने देश में है, फिर भी वो लगता है कि देश निकाला हुआ स्थिति में है. राइट? We have come here to dramatize an appalling condition. Martin Luther Jr. King said in his speech, we have come here to dramatize an appalling condition. Appalling condition means very bad condition, very poor condition, very wretched condition. तो बोलते हैं कि हम उस कंडीशन को ड्रामेटाइज करने आए हैं. मतलब ड्रामेटाइज मतलब ड्रामा के थ्रू लोगों को दिखाना, बताना, प्रदर्शित करना, अवेयर करना. He further says, America has defaulted on its promise. क्या प्रॉमिस था 1863 का? Emancipation Proclamation, where all slaves will be free. But Martin Luther Jr. King said, even after 100 years, they are not free. It means America has defaulted on its promise, which was made in 1863. Right? We refuse to believe Bank of Justice is bankrupt. Then he says, हम लोग ये मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं हैं कि न्याय का जो बैंक है, बैंक ऑफ जस्टिस, वो दिवालिया हो गया है. हम लोग ये मानने को तैयार नहीं हैं. वी आर नॉट रेडी टू बिलीव दैट बैंक ऑफ जस्टिस इज बैंकरप्ट. कंगाल हो गया है, हमें मानने को तैयार नहीं है. मतलब बैंक ऑफ जस्टिस है, जस्टिस है जो हमें मिलना चाहिए. राइट? These people have been demanding, what they are demanding? Riches of freedom. Riches means संपदा. Riches of freedom. उनको स्वतंत्रता चाहिए. और क्या मांग रहे हैं वो? Security of justice. न्याय की सुरक्षा. Freedom, justice. वो दो चीजें मांग रहे हैं. Right? We remind America of fierce urgency of now. He says, हम लोग जो डिमांड कर रहे हैं वो बहुत अर्जेंट है. अमेरिका हमारे डिमांड को नॉन अर्जेंट में ट्रीट नहीं कर सकता है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारा जो डिमांड है आप उसको आराम से बाद में अटेंड करते रहें. Our demand is urgent. It needs to be addressed immediately. Why he says urgent? Because already it has been delayed by 100 years. So now they are not ready to wait. We remind America of fierce urgency of now. Their demand needs to be met now. It is so urgent. It is already delayed by 100 years or more. No time to take tranquilizing drug. He says, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि अमेरिका जो है आराम से बैठा रहे और इस पे धीरे धीरे काम करे. ग्रेजुअलिज्म, जैसे कोई बोलता है ना कि ठीक है आपका ये डिमांड है हम देखते हैं. They are not ready for this gradualism. धीरे धीरे करेंगे. No, it is urgent. No gradualism, right? What do they want? They want to move away from dark and desolate valley of segregation. इनको अलग थलग पृथक ट्रीट किया जाता है. Dark and desolate valley of segregation to sunlit path of racial justice. इनको चाहिए कि न्याय. They don't want segregation. Dark path, segregation, पृथक उन लोगों को अलग से ट्रीट किया जाता है, उसको बोलते हैं कि डार्क एंड डिसोलेट वैली. अंधेरा और एकांत घाटी जैसा है उनका जो जीवन है. Then he says, it is fatal for the nation. It is fatal for the nation to ignore our urgency. अगर हमारी अर्जेंसी को इग्नोर करते हैं तो राष्ट्र के लिए घातक होगा. Right? It is fatal for the nation to underestimate the Negro's determination. इसे निग्रो की जो दृढ़ता है, डिटर्मिनेशन है, उसको अगर अमेरिका अंडर एस्टिमेट करता है तो अमेरिका के लिए वो बहुत घातक होगा. राइट? व्हाट डू दे वांट? दे वांट टू शिफ्ट फ्रॉम sweltering summer of Negroes legitimate discontent. sweltering summer मतलब extreme heat, मतलब इनकी जो परेशानियां हैं वो स्वेल्टरिंग समर की तरह हैं. उसमें कोई सुकून नहीं है, कोई आराम नहीं है, कोई कंफर्ट नहीं है. उससे निकल के वो कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं? इनविगोरेटिंग ऑटम ऑफ फ्रीडम एंड इक्वलिटी. फ्रीडम और इक्वलिटी में वो जाना चाहते हैं. देन ही सेड 1963 टुडे इज नॉट एन एंड, it is a beginning. He was giving this speech in 1963. He says, अभी अंत नहीं है, ये शुरुआत हुई है. It is only a beginning. Then he said, Martin Luther King Jr., the whirlwinds of revolt, ये जो आंदोलन की आंधी है, the whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundation of the nation. हमारे राष्ट्र की जो नींव है उसको, हमारा जो आंदोलन है उसकी आंधी उसके जड़ों को हिलाती रहेगी. of our nation until the bright day of justice emerges. जब तक हमको न्याय का दिन नहीं मिलेगा तब तक हमारे जो आंदोलन की आंधी है वो हमारे देश की नींव को हिलाती रहेगी, झकझोरती रहेगी. राइट? So, what we see in this chapter? What is this chapter about? Martin Luther King Jr., a Baptist minister and a, what he was? Civil rights activist who fights for the rights of citizens, civil rights of citizens, right? What he is fighting for? He is fighting for development of Alabama. Alabama is a state in the USA. Another thing, what he is fighting for? He is fighting for justice, equality, removal of poverty. They are living in very poor conditions, right? He is fighting for brotherhood. There should be brotherhood between the black and the white, right? He is fighting for righteousness. ठीक है? He is fighting for freedom. Right? He is fighting for mutual love between the blacks and the whites. So, Martin Luther King Jr. is fighting for development of Alabama state, justice, equality, removal of poverty, brotherhood, righteousness, freedom, mutual love between the black and the white. And what he is fighting against? He is fighting against racial discrimination, injustice, inequality, poverty, segregation. They are segregated as if they are a different part of the American society. He is fighting against militancy. He says people should not resort to violent means. Militancy. He doesn't want any militancy. He is fighting against social discrimination. समाज में जो उनको पृथक ट्रीट किया जाता है, right? He is fighting against racial discrimination, injustice, inequality, poverty, segregation, militancy, social discrimination, lack of freedom. He wants that everybody should have voting rights across America. He doesn't find any difference between the black and the white. He doesn't find any difference. He says all are equal. So why the difference? Somebody will have prosperity, many others will not have any prosperity. Somebody will have voting rights, many others will not have voting rights. Why this? And how you can discriminate based on my color? My color is my color. How you can discriminate? He is fighting against hatred. Right? He is fighting against hatred. These are the things he is fighting for. These are the things he is fighting against. And he doesn't find any difference between the black and the white. He thinks all are equal. And how does he express that? Martin Luther King Jr., how does he express that all are equal, whether they are black or white? He writes, we hold these truths to be, we hold these truths to be self-evident. अपने आप में ये सत्य जो है स्पष्ट है. व्हाट इज सेल्फ एविडेंट? कौन सा सत्य है जो सेल्फ एविडेंट है? दैट ऑल मेन आर क्रिएटेड इक्वल. right? Martin Luther King Jr. doesn't find any difference between the black and the white, and he has got a very strong belief. We hold these truths to be self-evident that ये सच्चाइयाँ जो हैं अपने आप में बिल्कुल स्पष्ट हैं कि क्या है वो, all men are created equal. God has created everybody as equals. So who is anybody to differentiate, discriminate based on caste, color or creed? So here the Negroes are differentiated, discriminated against based on their race, their color, and he is fighting against that. So at the end of 100 years of Emancipation Proclamation signed by Abraham Lincoln, the US President, he is holding a speech at the Lincoln Memorial, Washington DC, and that time he has delivered this lecture. I hope you found the chapter 2 easy to understand. In case of any difficulty, please approach me on my email ID, which will be there at the thumbnail to the video. Thank you very much.